Hey mom, today we're going to be talking about bedwetting. Here's some hope for you. You're going to love this video. Well, nighttime loss of bladder control, that is what is called bedwetting, right? When a child has been most likely trained and dry for over 6 months and then they regress or something else has happened. And so this is primarily in children and it's normal developmental wise between the ages of 5 and 6, but sometimes it does happen a little bit later where they might have some occasional bedwetting. So I'm going to give you some tips, and also I can't wait to share my story with my neighbor with you. All right, I'm so glad that you're joining me today. Be sure to hit the subscribe and bell notification and also the like. Well, of course, one of the first things is you're starting to navigate what happens or why is this happening. Well, first of all, it's not your kid's fault, right? Like, it's unintentional when they're dead asleep and it happens. So no shame here, but it does occasionally happen. And what happens as they get older and they want to go spend the night at a friend's house or a camp or something, and they feel embarrassed about it. So it's definitely a problem, and it can, we want to be able to have a solution for it. So I'm so glad that you're here today. Well, first of all, we want to try to limit water after dinner and before bed. Now, you probably already know that. If you have done any research on this at all, you're like, duh, I need to limit the drinks that they have, especially sugars, and hopefully no caffeine before bed and all of that, but because that makes you, anyway. All right, so restroom. Make sure they go to the restroom right before bed. Before lights out, make sure they're going to empty their bladder one more time before bedtime. So those are some tips that really helped our family. And so when ours were really little and we were sleep training them, and before we would retire for the night, we would go and wake them up before that last, before we retired for the night, we'd help them empty their bladder. But that helped us a lot. I know there's some other information online that says, don't wake them up and all of that, but that really helped us out, especially when they were little, to get on a regular schedule and help them empty their bladder out properly. All right, well, if they're still having accidents, here are some tips. But first, I want to share my story with my neighbor. So my neighbor was previously using a different oil from another company and was not having the same results. As I introduced her to doTERRA essential oils, she fell head over heels in love, threw out her other brand of essential oils, even though it was hundreds and hundreds of dollars of oils, because she found something safer, cheaper, more effective, and that absolutely worked for her family. So when she came to me, first we were helping her out with pain for her hip, and that was a great game changer for her. Within 1 day, she saw tremendous results and was able to get off her crutches. And so if you want more information about pain, you can check out our previous videos. We have tons of videos on pain. But the second thing, and sometimes people come to us with oils, the first thing is the superficial thing that they need help with, and she did need help with pain. But then the second thing is usually something that you don't really want to talk about too much because it's confidential, right? Well, she called me and said, hey, I've got my 10-year-old and he really wants to go sleep over and do some certain things, but he's still wetting the bed. It's really embarrassing. And since she had just had her hip surgery, couldn't go up and down the stairs. So they were having to have a maid come every day to clean the bed and the sheets and laundry every day. So can you imagine, as a mom, super frustrating, right? And you feel bad for the kiddo. And that was her situation when she came to me. After we helped her with the pain, the second thing was the bedwetting. And I gave her the same tips that I'm about to give you guys. And you guys, she called me the next morning and said, Roxy, she was in tears, you guys. The bed is dry. Okay, so this was a huge game changer for her, and I know it will be for you as well. Okay, here we go. So what did we do? We did Juniper Berry. So Juniper Berry has been known for its benefits for bladder support and urinary support. It helps ease stress of the mind and the body. You can use it in multiple different ways. You can diffuse it in the room during bedtime, or you can also rub it topically or on their feet. So Juniper Berry was the first thing. Another top oil for bladder is Cypress. Cypress is an antispasmodic. It is great for bladder support, and you can, again, rub it on. You can even make a roller bottle of these oils that we're going to be talking about today, or even just diffused into the room. It's going to do amazing things. And then lavender. Lavender is very calming and soothing. It's excellent, again, topical or diffused, and that's another one that you're going to love. Now, another game changer for our urinary system is Clary Sage. Clary Sage is very calming and soothing to the mind and to the body and just lets your body rest. And last but not least is lemongrass. So lemongrass, great for urinary support. It's going to be effective for neutralizing bacteria. And so you can make a roller bottle of 10 drops of Cypress, lavender, Clary Sage, or lemongrass, So maybe you only have one of these oils. That's okay. You can do half of the roller bottle with that oil, half of it coconut oil, and roll that on before bedtime. Or you can make a combination of these. I love the beauty and simplicity of doTERRA essential oils that you can mix and match and find what works best for you. So if you don't have all of them, that's okay. Use what you have. Again, you can diffuse 1 to 2 drops, or you can make a roller bottle. Makes it really easy to use and ready for you to get started. So go to roxysaran.com if you're ready to grab your Cypress, Juniper Berry, Lavender, Clary Sage, or Lemongrass. I'd love to help you right there at roxysaran.com. Well, maybe you're new to essential oils and you're like, okay, you got me here for bedwetting, but really, what is this all about? We love doTERRA essential oils. Over the last 9 years as a mom, it has absolutely changed everything for us. We have 4 kids, and when people ask me, tell me what essential oils can do, I'm like, oh my gosh, it would be really a lot shorter conversation if you ask me what oils can't do, because there's really not anything that the oils can't do. They're all antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, antispasmodic, all the things. But you're gonna find that some of them are more antiviral than others or more antibacterial than others. They're all aromatic and topical, and the majority of doTERRA are also internal. You're gonna look for that supplement fact. That's how you know you can take it internally. I love the, again, beauty and simplicity that you can use them breathing them in or in your diffuser. You can rub them on topically wherever you're hurting, and you can also use them internally as needed. Drinking them in your water or in a cup of tea or in a capsule, in some honey under your tongue. You have so many options. Don't let that be your deterrent. Let it be your inspiration. I still remember when I introduced my sister to doTERRA essential oils. She had a child that would spit up medication every time. I'm talking about like if she needed to take an antibiotic, she literally, even between her and her husband, could not keep her down. They would have to go to the ER to administer any type of medication. It was that bad, you guys. So when I introduced her to doTERRA and I was like, well, you could just diffuse it in the room or rub it on her, she was like, what? You can do this on the kid even when they're sleeping or, not really wanting to swallow anything? Yes, I love that. So you are in control. You know your child better than anybody else, and you're going to be able to take control of your health in your own home. I'm really excited that you're joining me here today. Welcome to the world of essential oils. Now, at first you might be thinking, this is like a crazy new world and a new language. That's okay. Within the next few weeks, as you start to incorporate essential oils into your lifestyle, I'm going to be your guide. I'm going to be the perfect support person for you. I love our doTERRA community. We have an amazing Facebook group for our customers where we have daily inspiration and posts and recipes. You'll be able to search the thousands of testimonials in there, ask questions, and post your own questions as well in there. I can't wait to see you, and I can't wait to welcome you to our oily family. If you are ready to say today is the day, today's the red letter day that you change your life. That was 12-12-12 for me. I will never forget that day that oils came into our life. It changed everything. So today could be your red letter day. I can't speak, but red letter day. Today can be the day that changed everything for you. So go to roxysaran.com. Let's grab your starter set. Let's hop into doTERRA essential oils. And 30 days from now, you won't recognize your life. I can't wait to see you and welcome you to the oily family. Have a great day, and I hope to see you in our next video. We'll be talking about a healthy lymphatic scrub. Be sure to hit the subscribe and bell notification and also the like.